Around 7 years ago, Crota's End came out, and with it came a sniper called Blackhammer that had a perk called White Nail, and that perk allowed you to, as long as you kept getting critical hits, you would basically have infinite ammo. Sometime after in the game's lifespan, when the light level was actually capped at 400 for the OGs, Blackhammer was capped at 160 and you couldn't use it anymore. So Bungie added a secret mission on the moon that would allow you to get Black Spindle, which was the exact same weapon with the exact same perk and features, but just looked different with a different name, and you could bring it up to light. Fast forward to Destiny 2, we have that same weapon, and it is called Whisper of the Worm, and you get it by at one point doing a secret mission that was timed on IO. But now you can just go to the tower kiosk and buy it for exotic materials. Crota is returning this Friday. As you're watching this video, Crota might already be out. And as you know from either you doing the raid or reading patch notes, Blackhammer is not in the loot pool for the actual raid. It's removed, it's not here anymore, and you might be thinking why. The honest reason is because Whisper of the Worm exists. So let's talk about why it's not here and why we don't even need it, because even if Blackhammer was actually to return, you would not use it, I promise. Now sure, that is contradictory because everyone has their own opinions, but if you were to use it, I promise it would most likely be fueled by nostalgia and not actual practicality. And that is because White Nail is simply the perfected version of triple tap and 4th times the charm. Basically 4 times the charm, every 4 precision hits you get a bullet back in the magazine. Triple tap, same thing, except 3 shots instead of 4. White Nail, as long as you don't miss and keep getting critical hits, ammo is going to be returned straight into the magazine from reserves. It is literally what Whisper of the Worm is right now. The reason why no one is really going to bother using this is because you have to understand a variety of things. Those being, we have perks that do exactly what White Nail does and maybe even better. I'm not counting triple tap and 4th times the charm because those technically are not infinite ammo, I guess you could say, but I am looking at Envious Assassin, Reconstruction, and Auto-Loading Holster. These 3 perks can do exactly what White Nail does and better. All you have to do is remove the weapon for a couple seconds and you have all that ammo back, allowing you to do more damage with your other weapon. Whisper of the Worm is probably one of the coolest looking exotics in the whole game, and a lot of people don't use it just because it's not that strong. Not to mention that yes, it has box breathing, which lets you do a little bit more damage as long as you hold the trigger for a couple seconds aiming before you even shoot. It does reward you with more damage, but you have to understand, you can't miss, okay? If 6 people are using Whisper of the Worm with surges in a well against, say, the Megatron boss from Garden of Salvation, yeah, that can be fun and it can work. A lot of people just are not into using one weapon only and just sitting there aiming and not use the rest of your loadout. A lot of people are so used to actually using all 3 of your weapons in rotation with auto-loading Vorpal as well as many other perk combinations, to the point where White Nail or Whisper of the Worm just does not see playtime or the light of day. Blackhammer is not going to be any different. You could, however, have Whisper of the Worm exist as a heavy exotic and then have Blackhammer exist as a special secondary with the same perk, but then again, you're not really going to be using both because as soon as you exhaust all your ammo in Whisper of the Worm, with or without reserves, that damage phase is about to be over. And even if you then swap to the actual sniper itself, it's not going to do nearly as much because it's legendary. Why would Bungie give it the same perk and everything but make it weaker? No one's going to use it. Everyone's going to go for the heavier variant, which is the exotic, and no one uses that exotic to begin with. You could, however, bring it back with other perks, but no one is going to want to use it because that is what made that weapon stand out and unique, and you get the point. So with that, I leave you. Comment down below if you agree, disagree, let me know. I actually want to read what you guys have to say on the topic, and I will see all of y'all later. Happy raiding, everyone.